for some football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. On the visiting sideline, look at the head coach of the Jaguars. These guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott's joined by my partner Brock Heward. It's going to be Logan Cook to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. Isaac Gorindo to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
A win is a win for him, whether it goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he'll look this one up to the 28. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Purdy setting up that play action. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And after making the catch, he is dipped quickly at the 38. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action now with Purdy. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Motioning Jennings left. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Right back to Ayuk it goes. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. Purdy will sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun is Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Gotta figure out this third down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The right side is caught by Jennings. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Diamador Lenore, they're on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go right back to ETN. He won't be able to get past the line. It's very quickly, Brock. They're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. We're going to look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Here's ETN on first down. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on first. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Lawrence working from the gun. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. On it with Robinson from the pistol. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
On second down, it's ETN. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Dump off cut by his back. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
is Cook to kick this away. Lindo to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Motioning right is Ayuk. Purdy on the play action. Brought in by Ayuk. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. ETN again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has him on a quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a Jaguar first down.
And the Jaguars first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
They'll work against the blitz. Here comes the screen for ETN. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. And they've left their offense out there. They're going for this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They tightened up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They toss to McCaffrey, running left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little...
Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. 1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll send their tight end right. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
He's taken down.
Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
It's a design boot. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
4th and 1, why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? Well, they just prove it. No thinking, just do it.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And this one does not go far. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now give this up the middle to ETN. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Luke Martin making that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down, ETN gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass caught, it's Hunter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jaguars.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
It's a gain of
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. throw. Here's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. Jacksonville in punt formation. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy throwing here. Dumped off to his running back. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Off the play fake. Purdy. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers who have it, 2nd and 9. From the gun, McCaffrey. Escapes the defender. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy on first down. He throws a bullet down the right side. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds with a huge gain here, but wait just a second. That huge gain might not stand. We've got a flag down back near the line of scrimmage. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
From the gun is Purdy. Dumps it off to his running back. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. First down, ball at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Motioning the tight end left. They'll run here on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright.
37-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
29-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Purdy to throw it. Kittle makes the catch. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the 49ers push their lead to 6.
13. Jaguars 7.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Jaguars down running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They've got first down from the 31. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41. Now Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 8.
A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
Return coming from the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Jacksonville. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead.
Jaguars 17, 49ers 13.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. He's gonna hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's the second-year man, Spencer Rattler. The throw, the catch, and a 39-yard touchdown pass. The Saints have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Panthers are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Brings in the kick at the 9. Making some progress here. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams. It sets you up for success.
Here's ETN on 1st down. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Jaguars in a punt formation, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. He dodged the tackle. Dodges another stop. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 35 out of that one. And that's a 49er 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on 1st. San Francisco! The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
Niners 20, Jaguars 17.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Trying it right side with Etienne. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
He's tackled at the 40.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. He's got it. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Purdy. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play action now. Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. This is ahead for about 5. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
First carry here for Jordan James. And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Jaguars.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Has this at the 6. going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jaguars, their running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. He's got a man left. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On the run, it's Etienne. And he's going to be brought down into enemy territory now at the 46. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, and they go right back to him. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Fred Warner.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That looked like they were trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle 3rd. And you can't get to that space outside, you really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
'49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again! And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Hey, you'll often hear me talk about setting an edge. Well, think of it this way as well, especially with a bootleg. You want to be like the jaws of a defense. You want to just keep him inside. Get those jaws a-closing, and there's no escape valve for the QB then.
So out now comes the punter. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback.
20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. Into the hands of Kittle. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd and long, Purdy. Left side, secured by Ayuk. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances, but defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man, were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Counter give to ETN. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Their punter making his way out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Collects this at the 35. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Lockett isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Playing with James. Keeps it moving. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Purdy throwing here. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. It's incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect.
And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Tucker's kick is up and good, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punch of Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Lawrence working from the gun. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in the 4th downs instead.
Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to Thomas Hunter. 2 yards on the pickup. And 2nd and 8.
8 runs to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. All set now. 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Completes another one to Thomas. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
On play action now, Lawrence. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
That one connects. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars cut the lead down to just 2.
26. Jaguars 24. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Galindo to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. 49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. Escapes the pocket, and this one doesn't go far.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
On 3rd down, Purdy has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the 49er, 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Purdy to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. They go right back to ETN. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Back to the ground on 1st with ETN. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jaguars, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
From the pistol, they're going to run with ETN. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. We're looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's another Jaguars first down. A 28-yard gain. And a Jaguar first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards out to catch. That is a job well done.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sidelines to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Gorindo to return it. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains.
Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. From the gun is Purdy. Ayuk on the receiving end yet again. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trail by just 1. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey will have the first down and even more. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here he is to throw. This one's quickly to Jennings. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still second down coming up.
Brings up second down at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Brings up second and 18.
You get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. He'll look to throw it. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. So the clock stops, and they can set up now for a potential game-winning field goal try.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
At the 31-yard line.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Throwing now. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is no good. From this distance, issues on that snap are going to doom you every time. And instead of taking a 1-point lead, they trail by 2.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. The 49ers only moments away from finalizing this victory as they take a knee. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
One month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's CMC, Christian McCaffrey. It's a 41-yard scamper to the end zone. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And this is Dak Prescott. He is at his best when the lights are brightest. 4 touchdown passes for him on the night. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kenneth Walker. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and off he goes. The Seahawks get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. 1 month of the season is in the books, and it will only get better from here. Until next week, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from EA Sports.